This is my next guitar project. It's a Squier Bronco Bass. I've started to fill in some chips and dents and things in it. Rubbed it all down. I've filled all the holes in where the scratch plate goes. There's the scratch plate. Now all the screw holes for that I've filled in. And the reason is I don't like that scratch plate. So I'm going to fit the 78 Musicmaster Bass scratch plate. And to do that, I've had to fill in all the holes because it doesn't cover them, and then I've added this little bit here as a support for one of the screws in that screw there. That, where is it? That one. Otherwise there's nothing there to support the plate. Now I had a chip on the bottom there, which I've just given it a quick coat of primer just to cover it up, so I can get some idea of whether it was the right shape when I sanded it down. So when it's wet it's easier to see. And then there's a little ding there. It still looks like it's there, but it's not. Couple of scratches there, one there, one there. And there was quite a big chip in the corner there, which I've had to I've had to completely remove that and fill it in, get the shape back again with filler. But other than that, it's fine. I'm ready to give it another rub down and then prime the whole lot with several coats of primer, and then leave that to dry over Christmas. There's a little bit of tape there, there's a number underneath that, so I thought that bit there was bare wood, so I thought I'd just cover it up again and avoid getting paint on it. Oh, there it is, first coat of primer. I'll give it probably another 2 coats, then I'll flat them off, and I suppose that'll probably be enough, and then I'll just give it the top coat and then some lacquer. But we'll see what happens when I've sanded this down. I'm just going to leave this one coat for a little bit longer till it goes dull, then I'm going to give it another coat, make sure it's got plenty on there. And this is the spray gun I used. Cheap one from Lidl's, but it does the job. I've got another one, a JGA 30, a DeVilbiss, but I didn't want to use that because it's a bit big for this little job. At least this one, being gravity fed, every last drop goes into the nozzle, whereas the other one, it always leaves a little bit in the bottom of the pot. So I thought I'd give this one a go, and it's quite good. I've stripped the neck down, taken the machines off and the ferrules and all that. Cleaned up the fretboard a bit, just giving it a quick rub over with some isopropyl alcohol, and I'm about to scrape off the Squier Bronco Bass well, it's screen print. Scrape that off, then replace it with an appropriate Musicmaster Bass transfer. I'll probably leave the proper serial number there on the back, because I'm not actually trying to fool anyone, I'm just trying to fool everyone. No, I'm just trying to make it look more like a Musicmaster Bass. Unfortunately, I can't get any cloverleaf machine heads that fit. Well, I've got a set of precision or jazz bass ones, but they look ridiculous because the posts are mould. I think the posts are about 14mm, 15mm on them. No, they're bigger than that. Anyway, they're too big. They look ridiculous. They won't go through the holes, and I don't want to make the holes any bigger. The correct size is 12mm, and I can't find any like that. I've been looking for, I think I've found some from Mustang Bass, but they're just too dear. They're so expensive, they'll cost more than the guitar's worth. Anyway, I've got the body sprayed now. I've just got to do this. I'm going to scrape that off with a razor blade, I think, and then I'll go over it with some 800, just this face of it, and just lacquer this face afterwards. Right, let's see what happens here. There's my blade. It looks like it's going to take quite a while to scrape that off, so I'll stop the video and start it again in a minute. Well, there it is. It's more or less finished. I've just got to clear the dust out of the out of these holes and out of there. I ended up using this block, a fine sponge rubbing block, and then I finalised it with a piece of 800 which I used dry, and that should be it. when I mask it up, I'll just mask up this face. I'll give this a coat of clear lacquer before I put the transfer on. Then I'll give it about, I don't know, probably 4 or 5 coats. But I'll have to rub those down as they dry to get rid of the edge around the transfer. Don't have to do that, but it looks better if you do, because you can't, it's possible to hide the fact that it's a transfer if you do it that way. Right, that'll be it for now. Well, here it is, just about finished. All I've got to do is give it a final polish. I've added the thumb rest to it. Put the original tuners back on. The original serial numbers there on the back. And that's about it. It's got some finger marks in the paint, but not a finger, it's just like on the paint, needs polishing off. I've already given it a good polish, but I've been handling it where I fitted it back together and only gave it a quick rub over with a duster. I'll be doing it with some proper furniture polish or something later on. And that's it, success.